All right, hello and welcome everyone today to the video of this Mustang Cobra Mustang. So iconic and cool. American muscle car. Everybody wanted one. Now you can have one if you missed your opportunity to have one. I know I missed mine. I had to settle for a GT Mustang instead of a Cobra, but now if you're like me, it's affordable, it's available. And actually here in a few moments I will show you another one that we have up and coming that's a Cobra coupe. So if a convertible isn't your flavor, I have a black low mileage coupe that's coming for sale pretty soon. But this here is a 1996 81,000 mile 5-speed manual Cobra convertible. I wanted to start here in the sun so that you could really see the paint and the color in the beautiful sun today. Laser red is the name of this exterior color. Saddle brown interior. It's beautiful. Paint's in great shape. And this car, you guys, this car is all stock except for the radio. We'll see the radio here shortly. But this car is basically all stock. Headlights, marker lights up front have been changed, but there's nothing drastically changed on this car. Look at the nice parade boot cover there, whatever you like to call that. I like to call it the parade boot cover, but look how pretty it is in the sun. Really beautiful. It's not candy apple red, it's not dark red, it's called laser red, but it does have a bit of a difference in appearance whether it's in the sun or in the shade. I'm going to back it up here in the shade here in a second so you can see it both ways. I will put the top up towards the end of the video here so you can see the condition of the top as well. The headlights have definitely been changed, but they're probably better than the factory ones would be anyway because they're nice and clean and clear. A little bit of a halo look to them. The fog light lenses appear to be original. It's super clean under the hood. There's nothing modified under the hood. We'll do that here in a moment as well, but wanted you to see it in this beautiful sunlight. All of the Cobra badging on the fenders, and the front grille is in place. A lot of times you'll see people remove those or change those, but this is all here. Tail lights original spoiler on the back. Here's our website and phone number. Take a look on there. You can see all of my still photography of the car. You can also see a link to the Carfax report so that you can see and take a look at the Carfax. There's the saddle brown interior. This car is definitely far above average. Definitely, in my opinion, way far above average. 80,000 miles, still really low miles. The coupe that's coming for sale soon has 36,000 miles, so how about that? Even less. All right, well, real quick, let me tell you about the service notes and the condition of the tires and brakes and things, and then I'll back it up over here in the shade so we don't get so much sun in our faces. We inspected and serviced the car here. We replaced the front brakes, so the front brakes are brand new. We gave it a complete tune-up with all new spark plugs, spark plug wires, and ignition coils, so all of that's been replaced. Some new wiper blades there on the front glass, and a fresh oil service on the engine. So oil service, wiper blades, complete tune-up with plugs, wires, and coils, and some new front brakes. The rear brakes have 6 millimeters life remaining, so they've still got plenty of time. Let's see here, I'm looking at my notes. The front tires have 8 30-seconds tread, and then the rear tires have 10 30-seconds tread, so possibly recently rotated, or someone just really drove it easy. But let's take a look at all of these wheels while we're down here on my almost knee. These wheels are in remarkable condition. I'm going to show you each and every one right here. There's those front tires with 8 30-seconds tread, and then 10 30-seconds back here in the back. All of these wheels are really nice. I mean, you can really see these two we just looked at right here in the sun. Look how beautiful the silver metallic coloring is. There's no, there isn't any curb rash or anything like that. And this one, that one's real nice as well. There's that tire. finally, this one right here. This is a little bit of water spots. Car was recently washed. It's just some water spots, but really, really nice. There's that front tire. There's the Cobra badge on the fender, still intact, and on the front nose, the fake hood scoops. This is how you know it's a Cobra. I learned this long ago, but if you're looking at this car, you probably know. When you see those hood scoops, you know it's not a GT, you know it's a Cobra. And the word Cobra on the back bumper, if it has its original rear bumper, there's that Cobra snake. And this has the original calipers. The wheel's in the wrong position right now, but the calipers do say Cobra on them. So you can see those when it's cruising down A1A Avenue. All right, I'm gonna back it up here in the shade so we can look over the interior a little bit better without the sun glaring in our eyes. There's the exact mileage, 81,707. Original shifter head. Go right about here. All right. So let's take a look over the rest of this interior. Might as well start right here on the dash. The dashboard is in great shape, no issues or cracks or anything. Digital clock is still working. Simple climate controls, everything works, AC works. Here's the replacement radio. It's a pretty basic JVC model, but it has aux and USB. A little microphone mounted down here in the little pocket compartment. This is a power outlet in case you didn't know that. This shifter boot is in great shape, and that shifter head is almost too nice. I don't know if it's been replaced or what, but that leather is like perfect on that shifter head. This is how we bought the car, but it's definitely nice. Handbrake handle, great shape. This is the switch for the convertible top, which you do have to have the parking brake set. It tells you that right there, but it's worn off a little bit where it says set parking brake. Ashtray, cigarette lighter. Yes, in 1996 they still put lighters in the cars. Compartment here. And then the one measly cup holder that Ford gave you in this time period was this little flimsy, dimsy thing here, but it's good enough for a bottle with a cap. I don't know if I'd put my hot coffee in it because it might end up in your passenger's lap, but there you have it. This is real nice. Got Cobra mats with the Cobra on it up front here in black, which is a nice contrast with the saddle in black. The only bad thing, this is my joke of the day, the only bad thing about the not having the original radio is this. It has the original owner's manuals in the black leather case with the Mustang on it. All the books are here, but the bad part is you're gonna have to find a car with a cassette player because you can't listen to this nice cassette that Ford included with this car back then with these awesome songs. Look at these awesome songs. And then if that's not enough, side A, for those of you that don't even know what a cassette is, like our old friend Preston, side B, Mamma Jamma. I mean, come on. You can't deny it. And Going Home, Arista Records. I love Kenny G, and Kenny G was partnered with Arista Records, but anyway, that's my joke. You can't listen to it because it doesn't have the cassette player anymore. When it did have the original radio, it would have had a cassette up here and then an optional with only the Mach sound system, which this car does have the Mach sound system. This was high technology in 1996. You got a single in-dash CD player that sat right there, but that stuff's been removed for this unit here, so ha ha ha, you can't listen to the cassette, but you can listen to it another way. Steering wheel, Cobra, original, leather, excellent condition on this wheel, except for a little bit of color wear right here on the top, but still pretty nice and soft. Stitching is in real good shape overall, so pretty basic overall here on the interior, but headlights, rear defrost. I'm going to turn on these headlights because I want to show you the lights with the fog lights. There's the Mach 460 triangle tweeter speaker in the door. All the window controls in good shape, easy to read the writing on those. Bottoms of the doors are real clean. All the jams. So here's the other mat. here. Real nice shape on these. These are in real nice shape. Original pedals. Driver's side seat, you know, there's a little bit of wear, a little bit of checking in the material, but it's still nice and fairly soft. It's not dry, and I would still rate this above average for its age and mileage. I mean, both the bolsters are still pretty pillowy, not broken down. This is a power seat. You move it here, forward and back, and up and down, in case you didn't know. Also mats back here, the black mats. They don't have the Cobra, but they're back here. Back of the seat is real nice. Back seat is perfect, of course. Nobody hardly ever sits back there. I mean, you could have somebody small sit up on the back deck at a parade and throw candy, maybe popcorn. So there is that. Let's take a look at the other side, and then we'll look under the hood. Then we'll put the top up, and we'll look at the top. I want to show you the paint and the shade. All right, so that clean, just like the other side. Very nice, clean. Back of this seat, it's nice. Same thing on this seat. A little bit of cracking, checking, distress in the leather, but you know, driver's seat has a little more than the passenger seat, but this seat's still, I think, plenty nice and plenty above average. These seats are actually extremely comfortable. I mean, I suppose it depends on your build, but for me, these seats are comfortable. They've got plenty of padding, but the bolsters are fitted nicely to my size and body structure to be comfortable. I showed you the books in the glove box. We've got books, formats, one set of keys with the original keyless entry remote, which does work. This was the remote that this car came with. Later 4-button remotes from Ford look very similar, but they're a little bit different. And this door panel here, there's a few marks on this panel right there, maybe closing something on the door, or maybe a shark. Just kidding. I don't know, a couple little marks there I noticed when I was taking the pictures, but not a big deal. That's water dripping right there. Those are water drips from, again, car wash. You can see the water right here. See, water. It's not anything else. Nice and clean jams. So now that we're in the shade and back out of the car, just take a look at that. It's definitely different. I guess it looks kind of more candy apple red in the shade. I don't know, whatever you might think. Love the vertical tail lights on this year. If you don't know, you probably do if you're watching this video. 1994 and 1995, these lines went this way, which is when these cars had a 5-liter engine. And then starting in 1996 was the 4.6 liter, and then the bars run vertically. But I personally prefer those vertical bars because it looks more retro, like the old ones. Let's run over here because it's right here nearby. I should have brought it back here for this video, but just as a teaser, or if you would have any interest, this is the black Cobra Coupe. This car is real nice too and has a lot of new parts. It's a little dirty, hasn't been detailed yet, but it's a real good looking car. Has replacement wheels on it, replacement headlights and marker lights, same as the one we're looking at right now. A clean Carfax, 36,000 miles, black on black, the Saline spoiler on the back. So a few more modifications, but still pretty original. White cue ball shifter there. So if you have any interest in that, feel free to contact me. I can let you know more about it, or you'll see it very soon on our website, and hopefully with a video as well. All right, we were going right around this side. Let's take a look under the hood now. Oh, yes, headlights. There you go. So that's probably the reason for the change. As you can see there, really nice LED type of lighting. Again, I think that those fog light lenses are original. I think the bulbs may have been replaced. Definitely the headlights and marker lights being replaced, but definitely a good look, right? Good look on the car. Let me get this hood opened up. Nice and clean. There's those new coils, plugs, wires, all that business. The original build sticker is still here, but you can't really make out what it says, but there it is, for what it's worth. That's right, if you didn't know, hand built. Original airbox. Everything's original under here, as best as I know anyway. It's really clean and nice. The alternator appears to me, just by its coloring, that it may have been replaced more recently. Look at the snake. It's so cool on the top of the engine there. Real clean, the hood pad is in great shape for its age. Let me give it a little I did another video recently, I can't remember what car it was, but the beauty of older cars. I was about to go around and push the accelerator with my foot, but why do that when we can do it right here? That sounds good. Let's do that again. That sounded so good, right? Listen to that. Listen to that airbox suck that air. Listen. Yeehaw muscle right there. 305. It's not a big number by today's standards, but this car's still a lot of fun, and it certainly sounds good when it's doing it. Let me just let you listen to this for a moment at idle. Definitely sounds good and running smoothly and perfectly. I have driven this car myself, at least, I've driven it at least a couple of 100 miles, no doubt for sure. Sexy right there. I've driven it, drives fantastic. The clutch is nice and firm and strong like it should be. All right, let's see if I can do this with one hand. I'm gonna pop out the cover here. There we go, and the bottom, you saw the top side. The bottom side of this is very nice, I believe. So, very good condition, fits in the trunk. I'm gonna set it down there. So looks a little less finished with the top down, but let's put the top up for the final piece here, and show you the condition of the top. All right, so come around here. Latches, bring it down right there. This is hard to do with one hand, but hold on a second, I'm getting there. There we go. I got the left side and I got the right side. there we go. And flip your visors back up. I'm going to put the windows up so you can see, because I don't think I've had them up just yet. The windows are tinted. There we go. So, tinted windows on that beautiful laser red paint all the way around. So, there's how it looks with the top up and with the window tint. The top is probably the only thing on the car that, you know, is original and has a bit of age to it. This is a glass back window. I'm just going to show you everything. You can draw your own conclusions, but I think the top is still good for a few more good years, especially if it's not kept outside. There is a small hole right there, but you know, these have drainage systems where it carries the water. Even if a little bit gets in, it'll get it out because there's a gutter system in there. Getting a little thin, a little bit of wear right there. Some of this darkness is probably because of it still being wet from when we washed it in preparation for this video, but you can see that there's some discoloration spots. This is not water. This is discoloration right there. You know, it's a 96. I can't even do the math. 24, 26 years old. So, you know, it's got some age on it. That's a Leaf. Oh, back here around the back window is pretty nice. This side's pretty nice right here on this quarter, except for a little bit of fraying right here on the binding on the edge. So, you know, the good news is I haven't priced it, but we work with a local convertible shop who's actually putting a new convertible top right now on for us on another car. And he's very reasonable. We've had him, I've never had him replace a Mustang. I've had him do Miatas and several other cars, Jeep Wranglers with soft tops. But I would venture to guess a little bit of cracking right here on this edge. If and when it's time to replace this top, depending on where you live and depending on who you go to, I would guesstimate that it's probably $1,500 at least, you know, maybe somewhere in the $1,500 to $1,800 range. So it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world, and it's not obviously undoable. And it might be less than that. American cars are always less than foreign cars. The liner, which is why I came back in here, the liner on the inside, you know, is in very good shape. Or, you know, they call this the convertible top liner, kind of like a headliner on a hardtop car. But it's nice, you know, nice felty black, and it's firm, it's tight, it's not sagging or doing anything weird. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to contort to show you. So a little bit of sun coming in right there. There we go. But it is right off the building next door. It is nice. It is nice. Hopefully you can see enough from that glare. There we go. The liner's nice. There's nothing negative in there. So with that, I appreciate you watching and encourage you to reach out to us if you're interested or have any questions. I wonder why that happened. It's just water, in case you don't know. Condensation inside the exhaust from revving it up. Thanks for watching, and thanks for looking, and reach out to us with any questions, or if there's anything that I didn't cover in this video or in my photography that you'd like answered, be happy to do so. So have a great day, and thanks again. Bye-bye.